like a boss.
So today we're going to be talking about how to compliment and how to flatter a guy the right way. I promise you, this is gonna be so easy, and you're gonna finally learn how to compliment a guy to such a point that when you do compliment a guy, he's gonna actually feel that it's actually sincere and it's actually gonna actually work on him. I know that if any of you guys try this on me, it's definitely gonna flatter me. I'm not kidding. It's gonna flatter anyone. Like, this is not no run-of-the-mill compliment that just, gets shunned away and put in the back burner. No, this is a compliment that gets to the motherfucking core. All right. So, and on top of that, I'm going to be answering a few questions that you guys have sent me. All right. I know I haven't answered questions in a couple days, so let's get started. So we have here: flattery and compliments are not made to express how you think and feel about the person. All right, but to create an effect on the man. Flattery is not about expressing yourself, because sometimes there's nothing flattering about a person. Trust me, there's been some people that I'm like, there's nothing flattering about you, but it's all about trying to get an effect on them. All right. So, and the thing is that you also have to learn how to direct your compliments at a person's insecurity. For example, let's say from a man's perspective, I always tell guys, don't compliment a woman on what she was born with. Compliment a woman on what she worked for. For example, let's say the woman's a beautiful person, right? She's beautiful. She gets compliments. She gets validated of her beauty every single time on Instagram, on Facebook, by me. I mean, like, she's gonna get it. So a guy complimenting her her beauty makes no difference. Actually, it may even backfire. Now, let's use it from the guy's perspective. Let's say the guy that you're talking to is a great basketball player. Complimenting him on his game will do little effect because he already knows that he's good. And he gets it all the time. There's no lack of self-esteem in his game. So he's not looking for any self-esteem. And again, once again, it may even accomplish the opposite effect as though you're trying to flatter him. You see? So, but let's say that the guy is a basketball player, but also he's a writer. Not a good writer, but an aspiring writer. And he knows there are better writers out there. And because he knows there are better writers out there that get paid for that, complimenting him on something that he's not that secure about will go a lot further than complimenting him on his game. You see, so it's kind of like similar with a hot girl. She's hot, but let's say this hot girl is very intelligent. You see, complimenting her on her intellect will have a deeper effect than complimenting her on her looks, simply because she gets validated. But let's say the opposite way. Let's say the woman is hot. I mean, let's say the woman is very intelligent but not hot. Complimenting her on the beauty that you're trying to compliment her on her beauty, even though it may not be there, but telling her that she's beautiful will help. You see, so realize that if the guy is a writer and is not good and he has an ambition towards writing, flatter him on his artistic ambition will have a greater effect. Okay, and because that's part of his ego. That's a part of himself that needs self-esteem. So what's gonna happen is that he's gonna begin to see you as a source of self-esteem because you already validated him, and validated him specifically on the parts of his ego that's weak gets to the guy's head. It's a lot easier. And I'm telling you, like, if someone compliments me on the right thing, on the things that I know I'm not good at, it gets to me in a good way, Yeah, that's pretty much it. But the thing is that in order for that to work, it needs to be like surprise. Like, it needs to be spontaneous. It cannot be like, all right, let me make the flattery right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to feel like as though it's a surprise. And it has to be something that nobody has thought of. So in a way, you have to be really, really be listening to the person. You have to be proactively looking for the things that they are insecure about. See? You have to be looking for that. Because if you don't look past the surface level of men, you're never really gonna get to know them. So you have to look deeper than that. All right? So it's that simple. Like, just through talking with him, talk about his dreams, talk about the things that he wants, talk about the things that he's not good at, but that he enjoys doing, and then find ways to compliment him according to his needs. You're like a doctor of flattery, a doctor of seduction. All right, so let's get to the fan questions. Now that we got that out the way, let's start with a long question. It says, have been in a relationship for 5 years. We broke up this summer. I met this other guy through our mutual friend. We started hanging out, went on trips together, and finally hooked up. this was going on for some time, but I kept leaving the country, so it wasn't serious. Also, I wasn't. Damn, you travel that much, girl? Also, I wasn't taking this whole hookup too serious. Just needed a rebound. Okay, all right. I like rebounds. I like the league of rebounds ones. As time passed, he kept getting a bit distant, and then he told me that he is trying a serious relationship with another girl. People, listen to this. Remember all I talk about how to create interest in with someone who's not really committed. I said, okay, we don't have to do anything any longer. Plus, I wasn't ready to commit. But the funny thing is now he's calling me on dates, like seeing movies or hanging out. We don't do anything sexual, but just hang out. So this is a bit confusing. Mixed signals, right? Mixed signals makes a person attracted, all right? Especially when it doesn't make any sense. Also, he did say when he made that choice that he also likes me, so it was hard for him. So in a way, she feels like she lost. It's part, when this happens, it hits a person's ego. And it's very hard not to become attracted to the person who hurt our ego. And if you do this strategically, consciously, it can have a devastating effect on people. Okay, so he also said he likes me, so it was hard for him. My guess is I might not have shown too much interest in him in the first place, but now I kind of like him. You see, so he wasn't showing too much interest. Okay, no, she wasn't the one showing too much interest. So, first of all, you didn't ask a question, okay? Who you are, you didn't ask a question. But the other one is, I believe that she's trying to say that, how do I get him to like me? Do the same thing he's doing to you. Just stop contacting him, you know? Try to find a way to send a mixed signal. Right now, you're hanging out with him, so you're saying what? I'm attracted. So find a way to communicate the opposite. Don't go out with him. Cancel plans. When you're with them, talk about the guys, talk about celebrities that you like that look the total opposite of who he is. Talk about things that you like in guys that you know that he is not. Let's say he's not a good cook. You love guys who cook. Let's say he's not muscular. Talk about how you love guys who are muscular. Talk about, hint at his insecurity. Try to know his insecurities and talk about, is he insecure about not being in shape? Talk about being in shape. Talk about motivating him to get to the gym. Talk about how he would look a lot more attractive if he was in shape. Stuff like that, okay? And above all, keep your distance. All right? Send shorter text messages. Don't respond to some text messages. Okay? So that's how you do that. Reverse it around. But this doesn't mean, who knows? His girlfriend might be watching my videos and she may do a counterattack. This may or may not work, but this is what happens. You know, this happens often, all right? So just act as though you're not interested anymore. Don't contact him as much. Lower the contact, and possibly he may come back. But I find that interesting. It's very interesting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.